What's up everyone, 124san's here, and here we have a traditional draft of Avatar The Last Airbender, and without further ado, let's have our pack 1 pick 1. Our rare Iroh Grand Lotus can be a quite strong card, but this is a 3-color card, makes it a little bit hard to cast. But if you manage to get him on board, you can cast Lesson for 1 mana from your graveyard. And it also flashback other non-lesson instant sorcery, but if you flashback a lesson, that's only 1 mana, and he provides 2 mana on attack. So that makes him quite decent. There isn't like super duper strong mono color card that I want to take over Iroh, so we can certainly try to take Iroh, and hopefully cards like Abandoned Attachments or Boomerang Basic Wheels. Airbender Lesson is probably the strongest card monocolor, and I might take cards like White Lotus Reinforcements if Iroh is not here, but here we are. Pick 1, pick 2. If you pick the Airbending Lesson, then the Gather White Lotus can just be a mono white follow-up for that, but we're not doing that for now. And the rare Sandbender Scavengers is like pretty whatever, because 2 mana 1/1 upfront is not that good, and you need to sack other permanent to put counter on this. And when it dies, you can exile it to get something back. But you need stuff in the graveyard, and you need counters on this, so that's too much to ask for. Or you can go Uncle Iroh for the Iroh typo. Also works with Lesson, but we can also just take a Lesson, and which is also just a good card. If you can cast Lost States for 1 mana, that's like the best thing ever. So yeah, I'm gonna take Lost States. I go super well with Iroh. I mean, Iroh goes well with Iroh, but I like Lost States too much here. Pick 1, pick 3. Well, we got a good red or a good blue card follow up. Red is a removal, that's also a lesson. And there are blue card, Knowledge Seeker. It's a dice into a clue, and if you draw a second card, this gets a counter. Quite strong. A little bit tough between these two. I think I'm gonna stick to more blue because I'm not even sure if we're playing Iroh. But if we're playing Iroh, then Airbending Lesson is good. Barrels of Blasting Jelly is good. Atmosphere also good. Pick 1, pick 4. The strongest card here is Sold Out. I think it's worth taking Sold Out over for first time Flyer and other cards, just like filler level. Ozai's Cruelty is like okay filler. But yeah, I will take Sold Out over Ozai's Cruelty for better removal. Back to pick 5. Blue cards are Master Paku and Gazer Reaper, which are quite whatever. Master Paku scales with lessons, you can Mew X. It does work well if we can get Iroh online. But if you want to get Iroh online, I would rather play Sparring Dummy for that. That helps Mew Lesson to grave and draw lands. Yeah, let's take Sparring Dummy. Not a strong pack overall. Pack 1, pick 6 is a strong pack with some decent green cards and Cave of Two Lovers, which is the strongest card among here. Effectively makes 2/1/1 and a 3/3, and also search for deck for Mountain. I like this card a lot, and no blue cards anymore. Damn. But green might also be open, so we can just go stick to Iroh. Pack 1, pick 7. We got a Lesson for Iroh, but we also get just got the Omashu City and the Blasting Jelly for slashing. I think we should just take a city to go with Iroh. I don't think we are on black anymore, even after taking Sold Out. Pack 1, pick 8. We still see Airbending Lesson. That's quite a strong lesson, but that's the first white card we are taking. Or we can just take Aang's Journey. Or we can just take a Flopsy. That's a strong green card, but it doesn't work well with what we are doing. I think we can usually take Aang's Journey late because this is not a good card up front, so I'm just gonna take the Flopsy, and hopefully that we got Ains Journey on the wheel or something. I don't know if there's any in the wheel, but I'm not taking that highly, that's what I mean. But then Attachment is quite a strong card. It's a lesson for Iroh stuff, and it also casts with either blue or red mana, which is quite flexible. Taking it over a Green Lesson, Earthbending Lesson. If you cast Earthbending Lesson on 4, you can't even use the creature to do anything. Although if you want to get something back, then Earthbending Lesson is the better card to get back with Iroh. I got pick 10. We got Desert Disciple and Emberline Production. I don't like Emberline Island Production. You need a creature on board for this to be a 5-mana 4/4 copy. And if you copy opponent stuff, it's just a 2/2. So let's just take a further 2-drop in that case. Pick 11, we got a Barrel of Jelly that I will play if we're doing Iroh stuff. Pick 12, we got a Boomy Bash or Question Tempo. Both are pretty filler. I'll take Boomy Bash. And take a land just in case. I don't think black is open whatsoever, so we are most likely gonna stick to red and green in that case, and then we can just play Iroh on the splash. Have to pick one. We got a pretty strong Iroh's demonstration. Yeah, that's the Iroh thing deck. A removal that's also lesson is quite strong in this format, especially when you have cards that cares about lessons. After this, there's also Lightning Strike. We're not gonna see Lightning Strike back, and there's also other Iroh, but this Iroh is white, and we don't want to special white unless you have a very strong reason to do so. It is a pretty decent card by itself, though. I'll take Iroh's demonstration and hopefully Lightning Strike wheels, but no. Maybe we'll even play Ains Journey. Back to pick 2, Soul Card, Tenacious Tactician. Allies has menace products. When you cast a non-creature, you make an ally. There will be an incentive to splash, but we also just got a card that's straight up good. Firebending Lesson. Deals 2 or deal 5, and it's also lesson. Iroh doesn't cheat mana cost with this, but you don't really need to cheat mana cost with this, it's already good enough. So after this, there's also Meditation Pools that we may get back, or a set of renewal that's playable for this exact deck. And yeah, have to pass a Forecasting Fortune Teller, which I think is a pretty strong card in blue. Pick 3. Got ourselves a Guru Pathic, which is strong with all the lessons, and also we have a Saga for it. So I'm gonna take Guru Pathic for this pack. And for anything to wheel though, hopefully for a Water Grass, or maybe Sunblast Peak if we got Soka Wheel. Or Barrel of Blast Jelly is playable, Boom Bash is pretty mediocre. Not gonna play Sold Out at this rate. Back to pick 4, we got another Firebending Lesson that will play. Lost Days, that was also quite strong. Professor Zay, discard and draw. And sack it to get Insult Sorcery back, that's fine, but I'll prioritize getting more lessons first. And we have more red cards than blue cards, so I'm taking Firebend Lesson over Lost Days, both are quite strong. And I would definitely take Platinum Spear, where I have the chance to. Back to pick 5. For a lesson, we have Original Metal Bending, or we can just take a filler of Village Rothians. And we don't actually have any 3-drop creatures, or we can take a Rumble Arena for potential fixing if we really need to fix. I don't like this as a fixing though. And I don't think... I think I'll just take a lesson. That creature is like way too filler for this deck. Alright, back to pick 6. Sold out that late. Gonna pass it to the right. So the right hopefully are in black. And for this deck, we have Jong that works with lessons, so that's certainly an option. Or we can take Badger Mo. I think Badger Mo is a stronger card usually, but Jong works with lesson and also has firebending. That's the reason I want to take this over a Badger Mo in this pack. Pick 7, we got a Mirrorwind Dragon. That's a 5-mana 4/5. And that also works with Combat traits or something? Or we take Boomy, King of Sweet Trials. Both are pretty equal actually. I took Boomy, that's fine. Because we are not gonna cast anything to our creature unless it's the origin of Metal Bending, that is. And 5 mana for 4/5 flyer will be pretty great in the old standard, but we are in like 2015 or 2025. So our standard should be quite higher this time. Wow, Combustion Technique, that's like such a good card for this deck. Take it. Pick 9, Northern Special Iroh. We are not even in a good position to splash. And there's an unlucky Cabbage Merchant that can potentially get our fixing if we need to. And a Boomy Bash. Pick 10, I will just take the Forecasting Pushing Tether, strongest card. And Soulka is also here. Are we splashing with Soulka? Actually, if white is blue on splash, maybe Soulka will get a chance. And yup, we got the Sunblast Peak here, which is Peak. And we got, wow, Lost Days, Cycle of Renewal. Lost Days is a much stronger card, but Cycle of Renewal enables stack, so I will take a Cycle of Renewal here, and maybe we get Ancient Journey, I'll definitely take for fixing. What? Pack 3, pick 1. Iroh's Demonstration, Hermetic Herbalist, but blue is already on splash, so I will take Iroh's Demonstration a lot more for this kind of deck. We're doing so good on removals also. Maybe we get Hermetic Herbalist back? Huh, one can hope. And I will play 1 Ancient Journey and 1 Cycle of Renewal for this deck. Just for the fixing. Alright, pack 3, pick 2. Wow, we just got a second Iroh and there's nothing to take over this. Maybe a Octopus form or Ostrich Force. Or one can hope Iroh will, but I'll just take Iroh here to increase the consistency. We already built our deck around Iroh, so might as well. Pick 3, we got Lost Days versus Firebending Lesson. I'll just take Firebending Lesson because removal all days. How many removals? Too much removal though. Should we start caring about that? Huh. I think I should take Firebending Lesson here. Pick 4, we got Soulka versus Young versus Airship Engine Room. Wow, we have so many options on the wheel. I'll take the Airship Engine Room here. Alright, pack 2, pick 5. I don't think I'm gonna take any more removal, especially when the removal is not even a lesson. Earthen Ally, just a 1-mana 1/2 most of the time, so I'm not gonna pick it here. Blue is on the splash, so no. But that's still a good reason to take a Quench, so. I mean, Koi is also pretty filler, and we already have enough color fixing and top ends, so might as well. Pick 6, 3 Trials again. I think I'll just take 3 Trials. We just win with Boomy and Iroh, and then we cast like removal centric. We remove everything they play early on and win with our laking creatures. That's certainly the gameplay. And pick 7, we got Boomy number 3 or Rebellious Captives. We have enough Boomies. I think I should just be safe and take a Captives for some early game play. Pick 8. And even red. This actually, I have to actually count how many cards I have in each color after this. Combustion Man, Path to Redemption. We don't need any more removals. Let's just take a Land Cycler. Pick 9, Earthbending Lesson is a lesson, and nothing else that's really outstanding. Pick 10, Ostrich Horse. Okay, this thing weird. Okay, I'll just take this. They're very lacking Sea Drop, and this certainly helps a lot. Pick 11, Plasma Spear that I will play in this deck 100% over something like the Zero Disciple, Rock Avalanche. We're not doing Rock Avalanche, we're splashing like a million stuff. I'll just put in the sideboard. Giant Koi is gone. We didn't get the second Soulka, but that's fine. Soulka is not even the main splash, and should I even splash Soulka at all? That's the question. Huh. We have like a million non-creature spells to enable Soulka, so there's that. We are playing 17 lands, that's for sure. I don't think we're playing Sabertooth. Land cycle is just not it. And how many 14, 12, 9, 1. So red is still like the most. We still have the most red. I think we can cut original metal bending. We side that in when we need it. Do we need the Quencher on the Flash? I don't think that much. Knowledge Seeker is still fine, I guess. But it is a lesson. It's just another lesson that works well with Iroh. Iroh cares about lesson during your turn. Earthbending lesson. That's a lesson, but not a strong one. Iron's Journey. I think I will want to play this, or I think I should still just play it. I'm definitely playing Abandoned Attachments. Definitely playing Jelly. Definitely playing Sparring Dummy. Definitely playing Averages. Or we have to cut cards. I think we cut Floppy because we have Boomy and Iroh. Those are much stronger as top end. Yeah, we have a lot of interactions that also works well with Iroh. Two Lovers is a must. Jong is good. But we have to cut 3. I think we still cut Earthbending Lesson, even though it's a lesson. Sorry about that. Or we can just cast Soka and be very consistent. Be a lot more consistent with mana. I think I cast Soka here. In that case, we just go to 40 and 17 lands, which is perfect. And it's the 11, 11, 7. But the 7 is... What about the actual blue? Actual blue is Lost Days, Knowledge Seeker, and Iroh 1 and 2. Do we even spawn the splash Knowledge Seeker? I don't think so. We can cut down more on islands, because Knowledge Seeker is the one that... It is like still fine even if you're not playing this on curve, because it always sticks into a clue. There's that, but I think for the sake of this deck, do you want the actual lesson? I mean, Rocket Launch is a lesson, but you also just have Flashback. And this is not the best deck for Rocket Launch, I'm pretty sure. But Earthbending Lesson, though, Earthbending Lesson is 1 more mana expensive. And maybe we can still get enough basics for this to work. Yeah, if I take a Rocket Launch here, and then we up a land. Oh yeah, we have 17 lands after this. So that's the right count. 9, 7, that's 3. I think that's a healthy amount for Rocket Launch to do something. Yeah, the best thing about Rocket Launch is a lesson for this deck. And we have a bajillion removals, Lost Days, Iroh, Combustion, Firebending Lesson, and after that we have Psycho and Rocket Launch. We also have... Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Start to sideboard the Knowledge Seeker, sideboard Ill Quencher, sideboard Metal Bending. This will get into the main board where I need it. And sideboarding Flopsy, Sabertooth, Soka. Sadly, we are not playing Soka. And we're also not playing Iron's Journey because we don't need that much fixing. And this will be it for the Iroh deck. And let's see how this does in the traditional draft. Alright, I'm definitely going to choose to play first. And we start with removal one, number 1, removal number 2, and then nothing else. I think treating this card as a 4 card, treating this hand as a 4 card hand I'll keep. It's very greedy, I know. Because 2 lands gets got Guru Panthic, and then basically I just hope drawing only lands after this point. Because this will be the 4 lander I keep if I mulligan down to 4. I am 100% getting the Cadets. And yep, we top deck a land, which is quite nice. We need to top like another land. But we're not done yet. Ain's Journey. Okay, they took a turn off. Alright, okay, we top deck all the lands we need. So this hand pays up a little bit. Yong. You can desert. Or you can want, I'll just cast a Brutal Panthic and hopefully get something. We have a lot of targets to hit. The Cave and the Firing Lesson. Well, I'll just take the Cave. Such a strong card to play. Or we can take Ostrich Horse if we want to remove Yong right away. And I am gonna block. Exhaust is for a counter. They're gonna start a Riot. Okay, that's a 1-for-1. And we naturally draw land. So if I want to remove Yong, we can just do Ostrich Horse into Iroh. Not sure if they have any lessons. I think I'll just remove Iroh. Also makes the most usable mana this way. Gonna take a forest when we're gonna draw one more mountain later. And more forest is better for the rocket launch in our deck. Do they have the Azula always lights? They're gonna redirect lightning and kill our stuff. Alright, they got it. I can Lost Stay them. Or a Cave. But Yong is not doing too much. It's just doing 2 damage, or 3 if they activate. So it's not the end of the world, and we can just play Iroh into a thing. Not gonna play this right now. So let's just Cave. Oh, I can Lost Stays. Yeah, maybe Lost Stays is better. Save us more mana efficient and save us from 2 or 3 damage from them. Okay, that dies. That just easily dies. I'll take that. That dies to Iroh's demonstration. Okay, that's the last mountain, okay. And yeah. It doesn't matter how I tap things. And Iroh's Grand Lotus has already done his job. And next turn we can double Lost Days if Iroh is still on board. Okay, we know they have a redirect lightning, so we're gonna try to play around it later. Yong activates. What kind of lesson do you have? Huh. Gonna start a riot. And that's just for damage, and not even doing anything else. Okay. And yeah, definitely, it's pretty much down here. So I can just flashback Firebending Lesson and get them. Or we can still Lost Days. Oh, I'd rather have Lost Day in hand in case that's gone. So I will just attack first because of Firebending. Pick up for 4. Deal with it. I think, and then play a Captives and... Or no, I don't need to play anything. I want to be more safe. In case of a Soden or any board wipes. We already win with what's on the board. And Deadly Precision for 5, and it's still lethal on board. I don't even need to play anything new, and we draw another Iroh. Well, I'm not gonna expose my second one. Alright, so the first game is easily done by Iroh. Flashbacking a thing. Like, as long as I have 7 mana, I can just play Iroh and then on the same turn flashback a lesson. That's quite strong. As for the sideboard, the only thing that we need to look out for is Redirect Lightning. And the other lessons is probably whatever. We also know they have how to stand riots, so we don't want to give them a big board stage. And yeah, if we have nothing on the board, they can't redirect lightning to anything meaningful. So yep, I'm a big fan of that. let's just keep what we have and head into game 2. Game 2, we have Bear and Firebending Lesson that makes his hand already playable. We just need to draw into any color fixing that allows us to cast Iroh. Black into nothing, that's fine. Drawing a land is fine, but I want one of them to be blue. That is Spirit Dummy versus Thunder Spear. I'll play Dummy first. Dummy help us dig deeper. Or the Dummy dies into removal if they have a Lightning Strike. They don't. Go into another land. I think we just play Bear and pass. And don't tell me I milled blue. That'll be sad. We did mill blue, mill Scene Trials, we did mill Mountain. I don't care about mountains. It's fine. We only care about blue. If this mill a blue, I'll be very happy. If this mills a lesson, that'll also be fine. I will discard the mountain because of Rock Avalanche. And let's activate. Yep, we got a blue. And we're still drawing only lands, okay. Bear can't do anything, so let's just activate. Maybe we mill a lesson, and this can attack. I'm not gonna spend Firebending Lesson. Oh wow, Cave. Damn. That's unlucky. But what can you do? If they play a 5-4, I can just Firebending Lesson and just kill that. Put a counter on target creature, not even giving anything -1/-1. I'll take it. But not sure what they're doing. The last Agni guy? Damn. Yeah, okay. I think I'm just playing against... Oh, this the game's not gonna be that valuable if I'm doing this, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, this is because of being a traditional draft. Oh, middle land again, nice. And we can crack the city, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to cast Iroh into a removal, so let's just play with what we have on the board. Maybe I mill a Lost Days and then I can just Iroh Lost Days on the same turn. Mill again, mill Iroh. That's mostly fine. I don't think I'm playing Iroh on this board, so let's just sack draw. One more land. And one more Firebending Lesson? Okay. I'm just gonna take it slow here. I will not play Iroh unless he has immediate gains. And do I still mill? That's also a question. But if I mill a lesson, that'll be great. Oh, alright, is good. Destroy something. Yep, I milled another extra spell, but well. And I need to spend 2 removals on that. I think I'll do just that, actually. Maybe I'm... Oh no, I'm good holding this Iroh. If our Iroh gets cold, that will be not great. Not great at all. Wow, they're playing nothing? If they're playing nothing, then I'm also not gonna play anything to that. We're doing much better than them. Oh, I don't have to cast this right away, but already did. Already did. Get rid of island to get 2 forests. So our rock avalanche gets like a 10 times better when we cast it. Blasting jelly, that's fine. Oh, maybe I shouldn't play out of the forest and I get discarded. Do they actually have nothing? Or do they just not want to spend Daddy Precision on this? Vindictive Warden. And yeah, you don't have to activate this right now, but if they like spend like 2 cards to do that, then maybe our turn. Oh well, that's cashing our Iroh. Because I have 2 stuff to cast in the graveyard already. And then we cast Sorcery Speed, Iroh's Demonstration. And then the Instant Speed, Cycle of Renewal. The last Agni Kai they fight, I can stop them from fighting altogether with 2 Firebending Lessons. And there's a chance they have a damage spell, so let's actually try to not let it resolve here. And yeah, we got him. And then cycle of new renewal. Back this for all the forests, and we got them. Alright, because of this is traditional draft, so opponents might not be at the same level as us, but that's fine. I'll take that 1-0 heading into round 2. Alright, start the round 2, opponents goes first. This is completely garbage, so let's just mulligan. Second hand, much better. I think we have to ditch Boomy and keep everything else. Basically just spend the early game, remove their stuff. And then draw into Iroh and use the removals again, essentially. Aang's Journey, opponent's also taking it slow here. Rock Avalanche for 2 right now, not that great, but I'll keep that in mind. Nothing. I think I'll play Island, crack Island for Island Forest, where we have the chance. I'll try to get more forest just for the Rock Avalanche alone. But there's also Airship Engine Room, maybe that's fine. Last Airbender on empty board. Or maybe I should still sack Forest. Oh no, okay. I got it. I stuck Island for Forest and Mountain. That will make the most sense this hand. Yep, because I can Firebending Lesson the Aang and still play our Cave. Yep, that's the best thing to do. But I have the Aang empty board. That's a sad news for them. And then we get our next land. Everything works out for us, especially when they play a Master Piandao that dies into just a removal. We can Rock Avalanche land after Iroh, so let's do just that. And attack for a lot. I will just gonna Rock Avalanche here, just in case I sack draw. But maybe I regret because this is the only blue source. Piandao number 2. And water grass. Okay. Good for them. They just completely locked down my blue source. But we're still doing fine. We just Iroh that. Well, yeah, I got punished by doing this. Oh well. Now we rock launch for 4 instead of 3. That's nice. They bounce a ally. Roll on Marshall City. I can rock launch right now, do I? If I attack, they just trade. That's not ideal either. Yeah. I got punished so hard. Okay, I will not do that next time, especially when this is our only source. Let's take a turn off. I most likely want to rock launch on a. I can still rock launch a new creature, but they have 2 blockers to double block it. That will be very good for them. Young deserters. But that'll be a chump. Pretty good chump blocker, actually. Huh. Okay, barrels is good. With barrels, we unlock Lost Days. So we can Lost Days this Water Tribe Captain. I think we can just Lost Days this Water Tribe Captain and... Do I want to trade though? I think I'm definitely playing this. Instead of Brockalanche. And do I play into them? It's not like they're gonna have it. They're most likely just gonna Invasive Submersible. I think I should just try to get an attack in. So let's do a Lost Days here. Yep. They do that. Got a clue. We can trade or leave it be. Let's go to the trading route. So now I can just tap the land for mana, and this is I still get a 4/4 afterwards. Okay, they don't have 1 card now, and I would just assume that card is nothing. We yeah, this is both of our sources, so we can just rock a launch on the Omashu City and attack with it. And then they're gonna water grab this again, and I can't cash in on the card. That can happen. Lost Days, okay. And yeah, I can't cash in on the card. Like a Punisher game, mayhaps. Oh, they did put their creature back on 2nd top instead of bottom, okay. So that will be what they play for this turn. And I'm not gonna crack this jelly, especially when I have Iroh. Iroh is no good unless... Oh no. They have 1 card, we should just play Iroh into that. Especially when they use Lost Days already. Okay, if Iroh live through a turn cycle, we just instantly win on spot. Yep, they shuffle land into a library, and if they have no interaction for Iroh, they just lose. Yep. Okay, Iroh just make them explode by being existing. That's sweet. We know they have Submersible, they have Watery Grasp. So we can use the original meta bending to blow that up. It is a slower matchup, so that'll also be great. If we let this in, we out something. I think we can just out Rebellious Captives. That can be reasonable. Oh wait, no, I don't mean to get rid of it. Or no, I didn't get rid of it. It's just there. I need to out something. Captives. I think I just out the captives, to be honest. Alright, game 2 of round 2. We start with a perfectly fine hand. So just gonna keep. The jelly is gonna do the hard work. And oh, I'm still just gonna play the tap land first. I think I play a Spartan dummy and take 2. I'm not gonna risk they having a draw instantly draw 2. That's just... Okay, if they're just gonna somersault, that's fine. In that case, I just fire bending and then sparring dummy. I will blow this up even though I give them a clue, because that's eventually gonna grow bigger. And we certainly don't need to save on removals when we have like billions of them. And we can cast them again. Soka is a very strong card to have right now. And then they can just attack for 3, and I can't do anything. I'm gonna pass a Guru Pathic. Get Abandoned Attachments or 2 levers. I'll just get 2 levers. And they are gonna draw a card every turn with Soka. But I just have to take that. Or I can just blow up Soka with the... No, I can't even blow up Soka. I can't even blow up Soka with the barrel. So let's just go to blocks. Damage. Here's a Reaper. Okay, that's it. We meal a Rock Avalanche. That's a good meal. We got a Cycle of Renewal. That's something. If we cast a thing, and thing, this gets a counter. But only to other creatures. So if we cast a Cave, Spartan Dummy gets a counter. That's pretty much it. And then Barrel. I think with Cycle of Renewal, we can certainly just use Barrel to blow up the Gazer. That's the most scary card on the board right now. I will still try to block Soka wherever I can. Yeah, if they attack Soka, I'm willing to like quadruple block that. Young Deserters, probably just gonna give it to the flyer. Or that, sure. Yep, not attacking with Soka, and they're trying to get some damage in. Do I give them a chump block? Or... Yeah, I'm not giving them a sparring dummy because it's gonna grow. So I am gonna give them a chump here. And we probably have to blow up Gazer Leaper. But let's see what we got. Yep, we just draw that in. Okay, we certainly don't need Barrel anymore, and we got a Iroh Grand Lotus. Airbender in the graveyard. But we don't have... Can we take more damage from that? I don't think we can. So in that case, I have to reserve the jelly for that, and that will take the entire turn off. And we chunk block Invasion Submersible once again. I'll do it. I'll take that. If they water ban 4 right now, I'll just blow that up in case they draw into like a whatever the form is, the octopus form that can save it. That's the only way we lose, I mean. So, want to be super duper mega safe there. And now I really want Sparring Dummy to meal lessons, especially demonstration. Oh, I'll take that. Black Spell Waterbender, that becomes a 5-2. Meal lesson, please. Yep. Now I'm playing into a Quench if they have it. I can cycle New World Forest also. That's great. Well, gonna play that. And I have an instant speed cycle of renewal that I can cast. So let's just do that. I'm gonna sack this forest so we get more lands. Maybe, huh? I think I'm just block like that, and then I cycle instant speed. I'm gonna crack the forest. So we get like a lot more mana to work with. I don't need to care about quench whatsoever. It's fine. Counter. Sack this. And yep, they're done with this. Oh, we get so much mana, and then we resolve an Iroh and then cast like almost everything on the graveyard, and that will be end of them. All right. Now, yeah, the first game is I play Iroh and they scoop. The second game, Iroh in hand and they scoop. Iroh is too much of a menace. And now we are at 2-0, heading into the final round, round 3. Alright. Game 1, round 3, we can choose to play first. And if we don't draw land, we just abandon attachments, so perfect keep. And then we already have access to all of our colors. Yep, play the pet land and then play an island and most likely airbending attachments, and they play something I don't want to see, but it does dice into Iroh's demonstration. So I could do that right now. And this protects allies. Okay. So I'll just gonna end turn here. Maybe they play red and then Yuan archers. And Yuan archers is not allies, so I can just -3 to that. Oh, that's not the case. And yeah, I'm just gonna play Ostrich Horse, and then maybe Ostrich Horse blocks the compassionate healer, and they use Earth Kingdom protectors to protect it. That'll be fine. Mill into 1/2 lands, and Uber's Captive. Good mill. I take a forest, so Rock Launch can do something. Yeah, Patara. I will 100% block that. Awesome. And I really hope they just sack this. If they don't, well, okay, nice. We can get rid of Katara, but no biggie. Which is Iroh Katara, which is actually menacing on this board state. And then we can abandon attachment, discard and draw 2, maybe, or no. Oh no, we discard Rocket Launch. What I'm talking about. Rocket Launch is not, it's like a deck card in this hand right now. Yeah, that's a Katara, perfect Katara mana. It was 4/3. That's fine. Let's just discard Rocket Launch. And we drew our firebending lesson that I'm just gonna cast a free combat in case they have counter or octopus or whatever stuff. And then we can Boomy. We have 4 trials, but it's up to 3, so we have 3 trials. We scratch 3, Airbend 3, and get like 7/7. That's what we are doing. We're gonna get quenched if I have quenched though. Okay, we're not gonna get quenched. So we are doing very good after resolving a Boomy. Like if we Boomy into Iroh, that's just like a end of the world for their opponent. But first 3. We don't certainly need any more colors, so let's do that. Young Guru Panthic. I 100% want Guru Panthic, so let's bottom the other 2. And I'm most likely playing Guru Panthic on 4. Oh, this doesn't do any removal, but okay, they have no removal. Oh, we are free from that. Mountain. And I think I'm just attack and play Guru. Attack with Boomy so I can still have cycle upwards. Alright, Boomy gets in for 7. I'm doing all their healing, and then Guru Panthic. Okay, it doesn't bottom any Iroh Grand Lotus, so that's good. I think Lost Days is better to get, even though we can't cast Lost Days. Suki, okay, Suki is getting Lost Days, sure. And then we have an instant speed lesson, but there's still gonna be a trade. I'm blocking with Omashu, and I want to trade with them, so let's just cycle renewal. Mountain here. I think I'll just get forest. And then Suki gets stuff. And I have a Lost State with Suki. Okay, I can't even cast the second Boomy. That's a bummer, but... Do we even have to get rid of Suki? During your turn, so it doesn't even trigger. But if we do this, we can't even do anything else, or we can just Rocket Launch for 5. Nah, let's still just get rid of Suki. And then I will attack with both. Yep, Suki on second top. I can still draw. Let's just attack with both. Getting some damage. Track the clue. Okay, how much attacking? That's good. 8 damage removal. Damn. That would teach them. Barrel doesn't even do anything to Boomy. Boomy is like way too strong. A 9/9. And yep, Guru Panthic has done the job. Firing dummy. I'll just like bring up the pain with Rocket Launch here. I don't think I'm gonna sack this land whatsoever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just Rocket Launch a forest. Bring up the pain. And then I Suki them and they lose. Think about that? Oh no, I kill them Suki and they lose. That's what I mean. And yep, there's it. Oh, Boomy's. Okay, yeah, Boomy is much better than just a 4/5 mana 4/5 flying in this deck, where we have like a million lessons. And we didn't get to see Iroh, but Boomy is also doing the job. So yeah, the 6 mana slots means we win. And I don't think we have any good sideboard against that. I mean, our main board can get rid of their stuff. I just don't like Earth Kingdom Protectors. With that, with Katara or Suki is really annoying. So I'll have to keep that in mind. And maybe spend a removal on the Earth Kingdom Protectors earlier. Alright. Game 2. Mono green, but Barrow is gonna carry this hand so hard, so let's keep. And Sparring Timing can also mill lessons for, what, Boomies? Damn. We eventually get to them. But yeah, Sparring Timing will get us the other lands, and will also mill us the lessons we need for Boomy. We have to block this Compassionate Healer every turn, and we are still on Mono Green, so that's not great. Yep, they're gonna lock this down to getting extra damage, and we have to take it, sadly. Some aggro shenanigans, and we have to give it to them. Take 4 here. And this tells me they don't have Katara, otherwise they'll play it. It can be worse. Oh, if it's Suki, they also just play it, alright, so. Yep, they have a board state, and we have like nothing. So I think we just lose this one, to be honest. We can still barrel something on 5. That's the least we can do. Like if they play it. It's a good thing they don't literally have a Suki right now. Let's block something. And maybe it's a yep, it's a Yip Yip and dies. In that case, I mill a card. I mill an actual blocker, so that's sad. I think we just lost this one, even if I can blow up a thing. Just unfortunate. Can't do anything too much about it. But it does mean we are going first on the 3rd game, so I will take that. Heading into game 3. Alright, game 3, we play first. We got a good hand, we keep. Not the perfect curve because we can't use to remove anything unless they play 1-drop. They don't, but we don't have a perfect curve, we just play a Cabbage Merchant. And then if we get to 5 mana, we can Jong into Iroh's demonstration. Ruckus audience, I think we'll just leave that be and cast our own stuff. I'm super fine with the trade, which they're most likely not. And because this turn I can just Jong Iroh's demonstration on the same turn. But that's great. Yep, Suki, that's fine. And yeah, we have a very good turn lying ahead of us. We can just Jong. Play a land, attack, Jong, and then Iroh's demonstration. Yep, we activate and then we Iroh's demonstration the entire board. Four damage to a creature. 4 damage to a creature. And yeah, Jong, this is where Jong is good. And they have nothing? Oh, perfect. Let's just bring up the pain. We're not gonna use the Firebending one. I mean, we could have cracked the food. And get a land, maybe? Do we want to get a land? Nah, I don't care about that. We are gonna walk into Quench Zone though. Nah, I don't see any Quench in the first 2 games. Yep, there's not gonna be any Quenches. We're getting a Cave of 2 Lovers. Jong Deserters that blocked the entire board, which is fine. Going to Forest, which is less fine. And hopefully I don't literally just mill both Irohs. Mill less than a Boomy? That's like okay, not the best. But it does mean Iroh still in deck. Yep, big thing. Which is fine. Iroh Grand Lotus. I'm gonna just animate a forest here. Okay, the forest. We actually can get back combustion technique or Iroh, so we're fine just attacking with that. We can attack with that though. And that's the block. That's fine. I'm not playing Iroh into nothing after, so let's just pass. I'm gonna use Unlucky Cabbage Merchants to jump if they attack. No. think it's fine to airship engine room this. And then we draw a Marshall City, fine. In that case, we just chill. I don't think... Do they not have Airbender and Lotus? I don't... Do I play this? I don't think I played this, actually. But they may not know I have Iroh Grand Lotus literally in my hand. Firing dummy. I'll still wait. Playing a little slow here. I win the late game. Long shot. And also I can Iroh and cast 2 removals. We have combustion technique. So yeah. So we can perfectly cast Iroh and then 2 removals. And we can pay for the quench. Iroh's demonstration for 4. But that leaves us... That leaves the stack though. So that will leave the graveyard. Combustion technique first. Then this guy might eat a removal and then avoid that whole thing, which is fine. Fine. Do have removal, but it's not even the best removal. Do we attack with anything? I think we just attack. And we still have like a backup plan even after that, so that's fine. Backup plan is just literally do that. And that's back exiled, so they can't even get it back. I don't think I want to mill anymore, especially with the 1 Boomy and one Iroh in the deck. Rock Avalanche, wow, that's like basically a face threat, but before that, we can certainly crack a flu first. Abandon attachments. Oh, Rock Avalanche. I want to cast both Rock Avalanche, so let's do that. And let's see if we got it. Or this is gonna eat a Airbender stone that we can just crack at instant speed. Sure thing. And yeah, we 100% got this at this rate. And yep, there's nothing they can do. Rock Avalanche is lethal. Oh, it's not lethal, but it's very bad for them. Yeah, they can't even. They don't even have a good block if I just Rock Avalanche here. And then I just win. Simple as that. 1 card can wipe the door. Nope. Oh, we got it. Oh, this Iroh deck is so good. And the only game we lost is because we literally can't do anything, didn't draw into any actions while opponents curve out. Oh yeah. Every time we manage to cast Iroh, we win. What a sweet deck. Taking another look at the whole deck. Yeah, 2 Iroh and 2 Boomy is the win con of this deck. Boomy can do all 3 things easily because we have like a bajillion lessons. Thing for Iroh, just need to make sure I cast Iroh at like at least 7, so Iroh immediately has impact when he comes in. He's the best with the Lost States because Lost States is an instant, and he basically cheats 4 mana cost. Cast this, which is quite strong. And yeah, Rock Avalanche is a lesson. Even though we are playing a 3-color deck, we still are able to get some very good Rock Avalanches in this deck because of how our deck functions. We just make sure to prioritize our forests first. So the Rock Avalanche will have like some pretty good impacts on the board. And yeah, Earthbending in late game means you just hate. Suddenly get a big haste attackers. And the opponent will be very surprised when they face this. And also our removal suite just, well, 3 Firebend Medicine, 3 Iroh, 1 Combustion Technique, and Claw Stays. All lessons? Damn. And yeah, Jong in the last game destroyed Suki and another stuff with Iroh's demonstration. That's quite strong. And Barrel of Blasting Jelly, the colors fixes for this deck quite a lot. And yeah, not quite a lot, but yeah, if the game I lost goes longer, then this will be actually useful when we hit our blue cards, and this can color fixes for anything without spending extra mana, and good for waterbending for decks that waterbends. So yeah, this is the Iroh deck, and that's it for this traditional draft of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.